Welcome back. All right, so we're going to talk about the first game of this tournament for Canada against Latvia. Now, this is a no-win situation for Canada because if they wipe out Latvia, people say, and if it's a struggle, then people say, what's wrong with Canada? Now, Canada outplayed Latvia through large portions of this game, but to Latvia's credit, they didn't give up. And they had a game plan. And at points in this game, it looked like it might work to the stage where I actually put the trap magnet out there because it felt like this could end up being a trap for Canada, a team that absolutely outguns the Latvian team to no one's surprise. But this game, the score ends up being a little closer than expected. So McTavish, a lot of hype for him before the game. He lived up to that absolutely. Mason McTavish is going to be a very good National Hockey League player, likely this season for the Anaheim Ducks. Good early jump for Canada. I have to say, though, and I had to put it on the board, make sure I said it here, I love the Latvian jerseys. Generally speaking, Latvian jerseys, whether they wear them Olympics, World Championships, wherever I've seen a Latvia jersey, I like the colors. I do. I like their flag colors. So near miss on a turnover for Latvia early. Then they had a 3-on-2 that was defended. The only shot through the first 3.5 minutes was by Canada. So Latvia is not hitting the net, but they're also preventing Canada from getting a lot going either. Sabranko has a shot deflect wide. Johnson almost did the Michigan. That play was defended by Latvia before he's able to get that really up on his stick, but he almost did it. Tentative first half, good defense by Latvia. McTavish has a shot blocked, and then Bedard. Showing why people think he's special. At 7:31, he scores from Sabranko and McTavish. So after what looked like it was a good start for Latvia, suddenly Canada's up 1-0. No chance for Berzinch on that one either. Great release by Bedard, and it's already been all over Twitter, and people are salivating over what Bedard could be in the NHL as soon as next season, meaning 23-24, not 22-23. He's in next year's draft. So Canada forechecks, presses for another. There's a net feed to Cooley, near miss there. Then there's a near miss by Forrester, and Stankoven also has a near miss in there as well. He was all around it, but Stankoven doesn't end up getting on the board with an assist or a goal in this one today. Johnson has a rush chance that's saved, and then the next chance that Johnson had deflected out. Kent Johnson looked very good in this one as well. The shots are 10-3 for Canada with 6 minutes left. McTavish plays some keep away there. Silkens as a 3-on-2, that chance is saved, or Silkanes has a chance that's saved. Stankoven has a shot that deflects wide. Kent Johnson, then they show his puck work again as he plays some keep away there as well. Very talented players on the Canadian team, able to play keep away from the Latvian players. Dufour is denied, score staying close, and then at 18:06 on a turnover, a rush chance, and Darzinch ends up making it a 1-1 tie. Fired it over Costa's shoulder. It's only the fourth shot, and it was the last shot they had in that first period, but it ties the game. Bedard then has a net feed that's blocked. Denoyer, or anyways, you guys, Denoyer, there we go. Denoyer with a net feed, that wouldn't go. Things get scrummy at the horn. It's going to be fun with some of these names over the next, 10 days. But Denoyer, got it. Because I'm like, I don't want to say Cornway because the first time he said it, I'm like, that sounds like corn. But anyways, all right, second period. Good early defense by Ozolinch, which is spelled without an H. The H, I'm guessing, was added when Sandis came over to play. There's no relation. This Ozolinch, very good defensively, which Sandis really wasn't. He wasn't known for the defensive side of the game. I've done, of course, a career video on Sandis Ozolinch, who is a Latvian hero, but apparently Ozolinch is common in Latvia to the same extent as like Johnson is common in North America. Andersons then has a rush chance that's fired wide. That is Latvian Andersons there. Zellweger then fires one wide as Canada presses. Bramalish has a shot Bramalish does some shot blocking for the Latvians. Canada not getting much on net in the first 5 minutes. They were being blocked up quite well. Darzinch then had a turnover rush that was defended by Canada. Seeley, sharp angle shot for him is saved. Canada then gets a power play. Near miss for Johnson. Costa has to avoid an own goal. There were 2 instances where his own defenders were throwing it at his net. And it's a good thing that in one case, I think it was Johnson that made sure it didn't go in. And in the other case, Costa makes sure he makes the play there. Then there's a shorthanded break for Vitolinch. He was denied by Hokosa. Strong penalty kill, killed off. No shots. No shots for Canada on that power play. So Latvian, they had there's a Latvian 3-on-2 that's defended. Canada goes right back to the power play. There's a crossbar for Zellweger, near miss for Bedard. Latvia looking to block everything, but eventually, with 5 seconds left in the power play, Canada scores. It's Cormier from Roy and Thompson at 11:23. It was a really nice cycle that ends up leading to the goal, and it was the 24th Canadian shot to that point in the game. Latvia had 7. So this is one of those games where, yeah, it's 2-1 and they got the lead, but man, this could have been a lot worse. So Ostapchuk has a rush chance that's a near miss away from 3-1. Canada gets a third straight power play. There was a post for Bedard during the delayed call before the power play gets started. And then Canada would score during said power play. It's Zellweger from Bedard and McTavish at 16-17. So then Ozolinsh has a chance that's blocked. The puck goes the other way. Dufour gets an assist on a beautiful goal from Greg. He one-handed it through Berzinch at 17-16. So the Canadian team steals it, and Greg finishes it off there. Highlight reel goal. I expect to see that one a lot. Hits start to rack up at that point because I think this is where, at 4-1, Latvia starts feeling a little frustrated. But Canada does press for more. Roy fires one wide with 40 seconds left. Kosa pokes checks one near the blue line. And he's lucky because when he came out, he barely interfered with the stick on that play, and his own defender bailed him out there too, because that easily could have been a situation where the goalie comes out, he comes out a little bit late, and then the offending player comes in, goes around the goaltender, and puts it into the net easily. So Kosa gets away with one there. And yeah, so it's 4-1 Canada after 2 periods, after a 1-1 draw in the first. Third period, early power play for Latvia. It's reviewed to determine whether it's a 2 or a 5. I don't know why it took so long to review. It clearly should not have been a 5-minute, unless the bar is incredibly lowered in double IHF standards for a 5-minute power play. But it was lower. It was dropped to 2. So it's a 2-minute penalty for McTavish. Bergmanis has a shot deflect wide. Gauthier with a near miss on a shorthanded rush. Or Gauthier, sorry. Gauthier with a near miss on a shorthanded rush. That power play is killed off. 1 shot allowed. And then there's a near miss for Kent Johnson on a rush. Locke Mellis has a shot that's held by Kosa. Latvia goes back to the power play at 4:52, and it is Ridley Greig off to the box. It takes 4 seconds for Latvia to score and make it 4-2. Hodas with the goal from Silkanes, and Weinberg's at 4:56. So you win the face-off, you cycle the puck around, and Hodas puts the puck in. So blast that one in. Canada then tries to answer, but there's a face-off violation by Kent Johnson, and yes, that would have been a face-off violation in the NHL as well. You cannot reach in with your hand and move the puck. It was deliberate, and so that's another penalty. Latvia's third power play at the 5:32 mark. So 36 seconds after they've made it a 2-goal game, now they have an opportunity to make it a 1-goal game. But Canada doesn't let them set up. It is late before the Latvians get anything set up, and then Greg takes his second penalty, which leads to 9 seconds of 5-on-3 for Latvia there. Fans disagreed with that call. Dukers was then denied and close during the 5-on-4. There's a shorthanded break for Desnoyers. Rush chance was held, and then there's a shorthanded fast break by Seeley. That was held as well. That power play's killed off, and I thought it was the best penalty kill by Canada in that third period. Bedard has a rush chance that's saved. Canada presses with 9 minutes left. Eventually, they get that insurance goal to make it 5-2. It's Dufour. He scores from Greg at 14:44, and it was a strong press by Canada that leads to the goal. Canada then presses for another. We end up getting 2 minutes of 4-on-4 shortly thereafter. Darzinch was denied on a fast break off of a turnover. Thompson then has a blast that's saved, and late in the game, Canada was in control, and they end up holding on for that 5-2 win to win their first game of the tournament. Latvia, it's been tough. They had Finland yesterday and lost. Now they have Canada today. It really is about trying to win a game and get into that quarterfinal, so we'll see if Latvia can win a game. The effort's there, but again, the skill level difference between Canada and Latvia was really apparent in this one. The shots, 18-4 Canada in the first, 12-5 Canada in the second. Latvia actually outshoots them 15-14 in the third, but Felt like there were a lot of shots for Latvia, and then late Canada started getting those opportunities. Final shots are 44-24 for Canada. Players of the game, Patrick's Berzinch, goaltender for the Latvian team, saved 39 out of 44. There is a tradition of international hockey where goaltenders on teams like Latvia that struggle to get wins end up being your player of the game because they're under siege quite a bit. Ridley Gregg was the player of the game for Canada with a goal and an assist. I was kind of surprised it wasn't Bedard, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Kosa ends up saving 22 out of 24. I thought he played well, although he wasn't tested that much in this game. It'll be interesting to see how Kosa's play goes the rest of this tournament. But there you go. Canada gets off to a good start. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.